Okay, Eric, before we get started, let's get all the vibrator jokes out of the way. What jokes have you heard?
Well, it's not a joke, but do you know what they call that? One of the slangs for it?
What's one of the slangs? Hey, I'm Nick with the High Power Tool, and I'm with Eric, a product manager for the MX Fuel Backpack Concrete Vibrator.
Thanks, Nick. Great to be here.
So, Eric, this is the first modular concrete backpack vibrator, correct?
Yep. So that's right, Nick.
Okay.
And what we mean by modular design is that not only can the users wear this on their back as they would a traditional gas backpack vibrator today, but if the user wants to for a wall, a column, or maybe a footing, when they're using a longer whip, they can also remove the backpack harness like so and set it aside and use this just as they would an electric briefcase vibrator today. And then when they're done, they can simply attach it back, wear it on their back, so giving them two solutions in one for more versatility and better experience overall.
Why the MX line and not looking into M18? Why did you just dive right into the MX for it?
Yeah, so I think the big thing when you look at MX versus M18 is the durability of the battery, as well as the power and runtime that this tool demands in the field. We wanted to make sure that this could be a solution on commercial job sites and not relegate it to smaller pores, but give it that runtime and performance to really go after the gas engine backpack vibrators that are out there today.
One of the big things is consistent starts and most reliable pours.
Well, you nailed it. And that's the main thing with this, is consistent starts, most reliable pours. So one of the main things you see out there today with gas backpack vibrators is the inconsistency and unreliability. Most job sites, when you see them out there, they'll not only have the one or two that's running, but they'll also have one or two sitting on the side in case they go down. Because this is a critical installation tool. If this goes down during the middle of a pour, you're in big trouble, Nick. And you're gonna have to scramble to call Ohio Power Tools and get a new one ASAP.
Okay.
And so give them that consistency and reliability that they can know if they have a fully charged MX Fuel battery, this tool will start and it will start reliably.
What is the runtime on this?
Yes, again, that's the most important question out there, especially as we move into this new battery platform. So this product, again, choosing MX over M18 for that runtime and performance. With one MX Fuel pack and a 1.5-inch head, 7-foot whip, a user can expect to consolidate about 70 yards of concrete. That's the equivalent of 7 trucks or almost 4,000 square feet. And one important thing to note there is that we do have different head sizes. So as you move up from a 1.5-inch head to a 2-inch head or a 2.5-inch head, you will see your runtime drop off. And you can go from about 70 yards with a 1.5-inch head down to about 50 yards with a 2-inch head. Still a good amount of work, but understanding that as you change your accessories, you will change your runtime experience. Yeah, so Milwaukee Tool will offer a 7-foot and a 14-foot shaft. However, we are fully compatible with Oztec, concrete vibrator, shafts, and head.
Okay, so as a product manager, you've had a prototype for a while, I'm sure, right? And you take these prototypes and you go to different job sites and you get feedback. So what kind of feedback were you getting? What improvements were made to this to, hopefully alleviate some of the struggle that people have out there?
Yeah, so like you said, Nick, that's basically my job. I go out to job sites and I take prototypes that look nothing like this.
Yeah.
And eventually we get enough field feedback that you get a great product like this that users love. Yeah. And some of those things that we immediately got from the users that really were aha moments for us was one, the swiveling head. Noticing that today all the units, they come out one side or the other. But giving that user the ability to have a swiveling head so that they're not fighting the whip. As they're swinging it, the head moves back with them and is more comfortable. Or if you want to use it in your left hand, you can. I want to use it in my right hand, I can do that. So giving them more versatility there depending on the user, since this is used by crews, not just one person.
Yeah.
Additionally, one of the other aha moments that was a huge breakthrough and one of the best features of this product is the ability to use a wireless remote with it. So by pairing it up wirelessly, turn the tool on and off remotely from up to 30 feet away. So if you're using a 21-foot whip and maybe this tool is 10 feet away, instead of having to shout back at your buddy to turn it on and off, you can just turn it on and turn it off with the remote.
Nice.
Or if you're using it on your back, you can attach it conveniently on the straps and just turn it on and off like that, rather than having to reach back and forth.
What happens if you lose or damage the remote?
Yeah. So I mean, this is a very common piece of field feedback was this is gonna get lost.
Right.
So we thought this through, but you have a little wrist strap if you do want to wear it like that. If you do lose this, you drop it in concrete. We are selling this as a saleable SKU for $49. The main thing was emissions and noise. So this unit is 50% quieter than gas. So imagine you're walking around with this tool on your back, or you're the guy next to it for 2-3 hours at a time. Having that much quieter unit is just a lot more comfortable and allows for a lot better communication on the job site, which can be safer and more productive.
Sure.
And then additionally, not having the emissions. You're running a 4-cycle gas engine on your back, idling, vibrating, and spitting out fumes. Even if you're outside, you're gonna still feel it.
Yeah.
So the pricing on this, again, 2-battery kit is $27.99.
Okay.
And the availability, so this will start shipping on June 16th.
So how much is the shafts and heads?
7-foot shaft for $229, 14-foot shaft for $349. Then looking at the heads, the 1.5-inch head will be $279, and the 2-inch head for $369.
So you can add all that together, because I don't know. But when you have your $3,000 laying around, just get this kit and everything you need, right?
There you go. Sounds like a good Saturday.
Sold. Well, Eric, I think that includes the whole power tool rundown here, right?
That's it. That's all I
Okay.
have.
If you have questions for us, please leave them in the comments below. Give us a like and subscribe. Thank you, Eric, for coming out and giving us all the information that we need. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.